All right, today we're going egg shopping. We're going to start out with a few more things than that, but we are going to start out at the biggest store in town, and that's Walmart. Let's check out the prices and the stock and see what's in there. Well, it doesn't look too bad. At least it's stocked. Let's go check the prices. Alright, so now we are at Smith's. This is I would say, the third largest store. I didn't bother with Albertsons. We're going to go look in here and see what the eggs look like. We already saw Walmart had a semi-decent supply, but wow, are they pricey. So let's head in here and check it out. Alright, same thing here really. Stock is okay. They're not horrible, not horribly priced. Big pack down there is 24. That's crazy though. Wow, look at that. That is insane. $24.49 for, what is it, 18 eggs? Yeah, that is crazy. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to show you what. All right, folks, welcome back. So it's pretty scary to see your egg inventory actually that low in your local stores. Our egg inventory here has always been packed and full. We've never had an issue with it. So just kind of shocking to see it. And the prices are just insane. So, I think a good idea for this video will be explaining to you why prices are up, why they may not be coming down anytime soon, and what you can do about it, and how you can figure out what you're going to get for your family if you eat eggs regularly and still have stuff in stock. All right, so the median cost of eggs in the U.S. remains at 3 times what it was a year ago. And while increased inflation has contributed somewhat, the main reason egg costs remain high is mostly due to avian flu, or H1N1, or whatever you want to call it, which has decimated chicken farmers, causing as many as 57 million chickens to be culled. So let's look at some key facts from that. In a report from the U.S. Department of Agriculture that tracks food price outlook, egg prices have started to rise 59% in December of 2022. Now that's the highest year overall rise in food items of any food item out there. Again, the main reason egg prices are high was the spread of avian influenza, which started early in 2022. It's already affected more birds than the 2015 outbreak. Now, the frustrating thing is what they're doing with the birds, okay? Here's how it works. If one bird is affected, the entire flock is culled, okay? Even the ones that aren't sick. I mean, imagine our recent pandemic. If your family member got sick and the hospital's like, oh, well, you're part of the family, so you're sick too. And it's kind of frustrating to watch because it's costing a lot of people a lot of money, farmers, consumers, all of us. If one bird is infected, all of them are culled. So this thing can affect up to 100 species of birds and can spread very quickly with a mortality rate of 90 to 100% in chickens. So far, like we said, there's been 57 million birds killed in over 47 states. Now compare that to the 50 million across 21 states that was in 2015. So contributing to the high prices in December, when egg demand was at an all-time high due to the beginning of the holiday season, with inflation already still high, the median price of a dozen eggs across the country was like $4.25. Now that's more than twice the price a year ago, which was $1.78, and that's from information from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So now we're starting to see shortages as well because people are getting panicked, okay? And just a side note, thinking ahead, if eggs are expensive and in short supply right now, what's the next logical step? Of course, chicken. So you might want to stock up on chicken now before things get short supply on that. We've already seen chicken wings be in very short supply. We've already seen chicken breasts skyrocket in price. I can't believe how expensive even frozen chicken breast is. So we're starting to see that happen too. Now, another thing I noticed, and this was typical of the food crisis we had in 2020, was the fact that cheaper brands are being bought up first. So when you go into your store and start looking for eggs, you'll notice that the cheaper brand of eggs are completely cleared out. Now, in the video, especially the video from Walmart, we noticed that in that entire rack there, all the eggs were gone. There was nothing there. But there was plenty of expensive eggs to be bought. So that was kind of similar to what we saw first time. So how can you prep for this, and what am I doing? Well, first and foremost, if you do live in a rural area like I do, look for people with chickens that are selling eggs. It's pretty common where I live here. However, if you live in a huge city, it might not be. But don't lose hope because there's other options. And this is where it's important. We'll get into a resource list in a second here. This is where it's important to have a resource list, okay? Check in dollar stores. Check in less known shopping areas like gas stations. Sometimes if there's a shortage at the grocery store, these places still have a refrigerated section that has eggs and milk and that kind of stuff. So we're talking about resource lists quickly. Years and years ago, I had a friend who mentioned that to me about setting up a resource list. And I'm like, well, I know where the gas stations are. Why do I need to know that? But what's in that gas station? I have a gas station here that sells fresh bread. You wouldn't know it. You just think it was another gas station. So you write out this stuff on a list. And when you go to the grocery store and there's no bread, you think, I'll just go over to that other gas station and grab a piece of bread, a loaf of bread. And sure enough, I have it. A good thing with auto parts stores. Remember when we couldn't get paper towels? Well, my auto parts stores were stacked to the walls with those blue shop towels that are kind of like very good, thick paper towels, and they last a lot longer, too. I had that. So that's why it's important to have a resource list and think about ahead of time what you might need and what might be there in that store that other people might not know about. So like I said, there are other options than getting fresh eggs. I'm going to move these out of the way quickly here so you can see my other options. Bring these up. Okay. The first one's freeze-dried wholesalers. Now, of course, I do a ton of videos for freeze-dried wholesalers, and I love their product. And this is their scrambled egg. You'll notice it's actually eggs that were scrambled and then freeze-dried. A little bit different from these here, but we'll get into that in a second, okay? These are fully cooked scrambled eggs. You got one bulk package for $27.44. If you use my link, you save 15% off that. They are vacuum sealed in a moisture and oxygen-free environment, and they have a 25-year plus shelf life. So that's one option. Your second option, of course, is your Thrive Life scrambled egg mix. The difference with this is you actually have to scramble this up. You have to add water, mix it all up, make kind of like a, what would be scrambled eggs looking like, and then you dump it in your pan and cook it. With this, you don't. Same goes for the Augustin Farms, all right? This stuff is really good. Now, these are the ones I've tried, by the way. This is not exactly what I'm going to be sending you to in the link, but this is, I've tried their eggs. They're really good. These are the ones I've tried in the past, and I just wanted to kind of let you know. These are ones I've tried and I thought were pretty darn good. There are some other powdered egg mixes out there that are kind of scary, so I try to avoid those. Let's take a look here at the Thrive Life Mixed Pantry Can. This is a $42 pantry can, okay? The 10 can is $103. However, there's a whole lot in here, One teaspoon makes one egg, so you get a whole lot of egg out of that, but it is up in price right now. It's kind of crazy how expensive things are. The Augustin Farms, again, 92 servings. This is 2 pounds of scrambled eggs, 2 pounds of scrambled egg powder. Very easy to put together, very palatable. And lastly, the Nutrient Survival. Now, this is the home-style scramble. This is really good, by the way, but they do have plain powdered eggs, and I have tasted them in the past, and they are very, very good. And they are packed with nutrients and fortified with minerals and everything else you'll need during an emergency. Now, as far as ease of use, if you just want scrambled eggs, that wins every time. Freeze-dried wholesalers, every time. Literally, you take some hot water, you can boil some water, put it in there, hydrate the things, strain it, dump it out, you're good to go. You got scrambled eggs. There's no need to cook. Good on conserving fuel. As long as you have that boiling water, you don't have to cook them. You don't have to prepare them. You don't have to do any of that. You literally just hydrate them and eat them. And you probably could eat them cold too. It wouldn't be horrible. These all require water and then cooking. So you have to hydrate them. And this requires a little more time out of all of them because you have to hydrate it and let it sit while it's hydrated. But this is probably the easiest to use out of all three, the Thrive. You literally take 1 teaspoon, 1 cup, 1 teaspoon of water, and you mix it up, and you get the consistency you want. They have a recipe on the back here that tells you how to do it, but for me, it's 1 egg. For 1 egg, whisk 2 tablespoons of mix with 3 tablespoons of water. Very, very simple to do, but if you like your eggs a little thicker, maybe you want to put a couple more in, you can do that way, and you can make the consistency of the product. Same with these, any way you like it. So there are options out there. They are a little expensive right now. However, I don't think this is going to end anytime soon, and I can't see egg prices coming down or chicken prices coming down anytime soon. So that's why I'm kind of warning you folks, to get stocked up while you can on what's out there. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. All these links will be in the description down below if you're interested. Remember that you'll save 15% on that. So that's probably the cheapest option right about now. So if you use my link, you will save 15% on the freeze-dried scrambled eggs. And all these are in stock as we speak, too. So definitely check them out. All those links will be down below. All the information will be down below. Don't forget to check out our Amazon affiliate store. If you want to shop the store, that's cool. But if you don't have anything you want to buy from the store, just click the link and shop as Amazon as you normally would. We really do appreciate that. Our freeze-dried wholesaler link, like I said, anything you want on that site, my link will save you 15%. Our My Patriot supply link, that's preparewithiridium.com. If you have no food storage right now and you want to get a good bump in your food storage, you can get a 3-month kit for $200 off this month. Now, it was affordable to begin with, so $200 off is a pretty big bump. And our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. I will have the direct link to this, however, but we also have our Thrive Life store, and there's nothing to, you don't need to join anything to try it out. You can simply just go there and grab some food and give it a shot, see how you like it. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.